Welcome everyone to the MKMNO YouTube channel. Today we'll be breaking down a few trades that were taken this week. So it's going to be 4 trades, one loss on Euro NZD, a win on Euro NZD, a win on NZD USD, and the last one a win on USD CHF. So for the loss on Euro NZD, the setup was essentially we got a fib from this whole move, and then we got the 3.8 retracement here, the 100-day exponential moving average, and a bit of a key level which isn't that clear on the daily chart, but it's clearer on the 4-hour chart. So you can see got a level here, yeah. So you can include the wicks below level as well, yeah. Okay, so this was the initial setup, but from this initial setup I wasn't favoring this zone as well, as because explain the key level isn't as clear as I would like it to be, and below that zone I had a key level with a bigger wick, and also the 200-day exponential moving average. So I knew if I lost the initial trade, I would take the second trade here at this zone, and I was hoping that there would be a win. And if price had a clean bridge through this zone, I know the lower zone would be more favorable to take. So if we move it forward, I had a clean drive into the zone, which was good initially. I think this zone gave like about maybe like a 10 pip reaction, then it just bridged through, and then it went straight to the second zone. So I had a pending for both zones. So this one played out, and I think it gave about like 90 pips on this daily candle at one point. It retraced at some point, yeah. So from the middle of the zone it gave about 58 pips, yeah. But for me personally, I closed it out at about I think 80 or 90 pips, yeah, around there. And then so this was the loss here, and then this was the win. So a clean setup, a key level from this rejection, and the 200-day EMA, and the 50 fib. And then the second trade, which would be NZD USD. So the initial idea was to short Euro NZD. The initial idea was to short NZD USD, which meant I was expecting a weaker NZD. So in thinking that NZD was gonna go bearish, it meant that Euro NZD would go up. So I was using both Euro NZD and NZD USD as confluences to take both trades. So the setup was, I had this rejection from this daily wick here, and then there was, on the weekly time frame, there was a 200 week EMA, which is a very strong confluence. So we got a key level, a 200 week EMA, and then we got Euro NZD that we are already long, which meant that it was a weaker NZD, hence why we shorted NZD USD. So this trade on the daily chart, so the initial position was closed at, I think, just around the start of London session. Then it gave about like 35 pips, and then it just messed around just below the zone, and then there was the US PPI and retail sales, which drive the price a bit higher, and then eventually it went back down. So the reason why I still kept the position open was because NZD USD has been on such a bullish move, and when price was just below the zone, it was around 11 p.m. to 12 midnight, which I knew could give a potential reversal, which it did. Yeah, so the retail sales and PPI news just drive the price a bit above the zone. It didn't hit the stop loss, and then was around by 11-12 it just started reversing all the way. So yeah, this was the setup. It was based on the daily key level and the weekly time frame, the 200-week EMA. Yeah, so it was I had a pending there. I think the pending was, I can't remember exactly where it was. Yeah, so on the daily chart, if you were to play it, yeah, on that daily candle itself, from the middle of the zone, it gave about 60 pips from here, and I think I closed it out the next day at about, I think, 70 or 80 pips as well. And an added confluence that I took for NZD USD was also was two other pairs. Sorry, actually there were three other things that were used as confluence. So we had NZD USD that approached this zone around the 11 p.m. time, which is a favorable zone after a bullish move up. And the second pair I had as confluence was GBP USD, very similar to NZD USD, which had this key level here on the daily chart. See, this key level gave a big, massive bearish move, about 500 pips down. So I had this zone as confluence. So NZD USD and Pound USD hit the zone around 11 p.m. and then immediately reacted off. So I didn't take Pound USD as it was only used as confluence, because this was a one confluence trade and NZD USD was two, so it was just used purely as confluence. And lastly, sorry, not lastly, the other confluence that was used for NZD USD was that DXY was on a key level that I derived from here. So this key level, it's not so clear, but it was from here. So DXY hit the level here. If you use the replay tool, it was yesterday. So sorry. So yeah, it just wicked into the zone and reacted off, forming a nice reaction. So because DXY was, I had DXY bouncing off this level, which meant that NZD USD, so the USD code pairs was going bearish. So as you saw, also Pound USD went bearish as well. So this was the other confluence. And lastly, this was also used as confluence as well as a trade, because I knew that DXY was hitting this zone. I also saw that USD CHF had a nice level to trade from. So this box is marked off because it's just stuck in this range. So I just wanted to take a trade after it broke out of the range. So after that, replay. Okay, so this was the final trade of the day. So the key level was derived from here. Then it was from here. So I included all, so there were multiple wicks inside here. So as you can see from here, in this area it wasn't so clean. Nice reactions of here. So it was a clear key level. So I had a pending on the top of the zone, in the middle, and at the bottom. So it was split into three positions. And so, and with DXY on the zone as well, and given the fact that I knew Pound USD and NZD USD was going bearish, so I had a pending. And then it same as well, around 11 p.m. it hit the zone, and then just gave a nice 70 pips reaction. So yeah, this was the last trade and the last win of the day. Yeah, nice rejection from this candle, as well as one from this chart alone it was one confluence, but adding on DXY, NZD USD, Pound USD, it was, and DXY, it was a lot of other confluences stacked in my favor. That is why I took the trade as well. So yeah, so this is a good example of how you use different pairs to understand where the market is at and where the market is heading and where it could potentially reverse. So like using DXY, Pound USD, NZD USD all in tandem, you could get a good picture of where the market is heading. And as we all know, the USD is the main driver of the FX market. That's why if you really understand the direction of USD, it can be really beneficial to your trading, and the odds of success would be higher. Yeah, so that was basically the breakdown and how it all aligned with one another, all three wins, which is nice. So you always remember to build a narrative in your head and understand why the market is doing heading here and how it will react off, and then also understanding like the characteristics of the pairs and the timing and all that would also be really beneficial. So that will be all from the breakdown. Really hope you all get some good insights to the market from this, and I'll see you all in the next video.